decided to do a little bit of a live stream. Not much else really happening. Going to probably jump on my gaming channel in a little bit, but thought I'd do a beer review before I did so. See what everybody else is up to here. If you are back in here on Friday night, you may still be out getting your beer on. You know what I'm saying? So, going to actually take a look at one from out of Colorado. And this is actually from Paradox Beer Company. It is their feature knowledge. So there you go there, if you can see it. I've actually got some different cameras set up, so I'm trying to make sure I get it from the right one. And it was really that can that caught my eye. Pretty neat looking can, I must say. This one comes in at 6.6% ABV and is a tart modern farmhouse ale. 100% oak, feder, free rise Solera with Brettanomyces, brewed and canned by Paradox Beer Company, Divide, Colorado, elevation 9165, so 9,165 feet, and 6.6, as I mentioned, comes in a 19.2 ounce can. This was actually one that I picked up on a road trip when I was up in Columbus. So hops used, Equinaut with experimental 6300 hops, and it says grist, locally grown Pilsner and white wheat, microbes, house-made culture, and then it says hint, be the light in a world of moss. Okay then, and it does give you some information on the back. I'm not going to get into that, but again, it gives you kind of some definitions about what it actually means for words like Brettanomyces and Solera and free rise, farmhouse, all that good stuff. But of the stuff they have in the can, what do they not have on the can? A date. No date on the can, and you know how we feel about that, so gotta get the dates on the stuff. This can itself, right here, $4.99 when I picked it up in Columbus. Let's go ahead and get this into a glass and see what it has to offer. We put the price right there on the tab. Get it out the way. Crack that, baby. So Friday night with a little bit of a sour tart ale. Baby came out with a good amount of head. I'm going to sit that there. I'm going to actually switch over to another camera to give you guys a better look, I think, here. So here is the beer. As you can see, has a nice golden orangish color to it. Got some carbonation taking place there. I'm not sure if you're picking up some of the bubble action. Does have a chill haze on it, but I do see some of the carbonation there, and I think you can see some of that bubble going up to the head, which did dissipate rather quickly. So it came out about 2.5 fingers, down to already a half finger now, just like your sour ales, wild ales do. They break down rather quickly. As far as the aroma, well, you get a nice bite of tartness in there. You can definitely tell it's going to have a feel of acidity to it. You get some of that yeast aroma coming out. Now with this one, I'm actually picking up on the back end. It feels like it may have a little bit of a salinity type feel. So that could be pretty interesting as well. Let's get the taste. Oh. It's got a nice feel as it hits the mouth, as it hits that palate. You get the nice amount of the tart flavor coming out. You definitely get a nice feel of that sour. It really settles in very nicely. It's not really too much of a bite on the back end, although on the initial you feel that tartness. Goes down very smoothly there. And let's make no mistake, Colorado knows how to do beers, right? So this is very nice. Sits well in the cheek area too, so really picking up the flavor nicely. Get some more in here. This one is one that you can really put down without any issue. 6.6% ABV. I would think maybe for a few people, a few of these might catch up to you a little bit, but it's got a nice feel to it. While you do get that sour, the pucker is tempered down. So although I thought it was going to have more of an acidic hit to it, It's actually not as strong as I thought it would be. And I thought I would get some of that, a little bit of salinity in there, kind of like a Goza from the way I smelt that aroma, but no, I'm not picking that up either. Kind of threw me off there from the initial aroma of this one. But it's got like an aroma as I smell this. It's almost like takes me back to thinking of, I don't know, being like at a shore or something, the beach, where it's got like a certain type of aroma to it that it kind of makes me kind of think of that in the air with the saltwater taffy and all that kind of stuff. It really comes together nicely. It's kind of hard to explain, but grew up in Jersey, you go to the shore a lot. It's just something you get a feel for, I guess. Very subtle on the palate. If you're a person that has tried sour, but maybe thought they were too overly sour for you, this is actually not a bad one to actually try to get your feet wet with. Don't know much about Paradox Beer Company out of Colorado, but I would definitely check out some more of their beers. $4.99 for a 19-ounce can like this. It's not bad. It's actually that delivers very well, and I'm not upset with that purchase. I think it actually was definitely worth it, and I think it definitely is a good beer. I would definitely say check it out. That's definite. So I think I got all the definites out of my system. Body-wise, it is pretty light sitting on the tongue, not heavy at all. This is a nice one you could just sit out, put your feet up, kick back. You know, we got the weather changing right now. It's October 18th, depending where you're at. You can sit outside real easy and enjoy this. A nice one that you can put together with something like a burger or a pizza, even like a salad. Got some nice versatility to it. I am digging this beer. So much that for me, I'm going to actually give this one here I'm going to give this one a 4.25 out of 5. It really sits well on my tongue here. I'm really enjoying it. And I would say if you happen to see these guys and you like sour beers, definitely check them out. And so for anybody that's watching, camera's over here now, that might be out there on the West Coast or out towards Colorado, you've had them. Let me know what you think of them. Put some comments in the comment section. But definitely a nice one. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Didn't know if anybody be out there to jump on. Looks like it's just me tonight. So, excuse me, carbonation, it is there. I am feeling it a little bit. I'm going to actually jump over to the gaming channel. If you're not familiar with the gaming channel, it's Rod J Beer Gaming. I'm going to go over there for a little bit, play some games, put that up there. If you're a gamer, you want to come check it out, come on over. I used to do it here on the beer channel, but kind of breaking off the beer from the gaming in that aspect. Also, big shout out to a few people because now, since I'm using OBS and when I'm using those stream elements, I can see some of the other people coming in a little bit more. Shout out to Vicky's World for subscribing to the channel. Shout out to Jose Ailman for subscribing. More recent subscribers there. Spangles, thank you. Violent by Design, thank you as well. Travel Mischief, thank you very much. So those are the last 5 people that subscribe to the channel, and make sure you also maybe check them out too to see what they're up to. I don't think Jose Ailman has a channel from looking at his icon, but I think Violent by Design might, Vicky's World might, Spangy's might as well. Travel Mischief, definitely. So thanks again, everybody. Look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better come.